Welcome to a brand new episode of the Post Game. I'm your host, Davion, and today we are back with our Let's Talk NFL series, talking about the Denver Broncos. We're here with Oronde,
What's good?
Matt,
What up?
and yeah. So about first off, Denver Broncos fans, leave a like, a comment, subscribe. Let us know how you feel because what I'm about to say, you're about to be really happy about. Because in
Broncos
my
country.
opinion, I think the best team in free agency this off season, I think the best team, the most productive team, has been the Denver Broncos. They are my pick
Oh,
to win the AFC West. And it's no debate whatsoever. I think the pieces that they have added were the pieces they've missed. Obviously, defense was a little shaky, offense was a little shaky, but they looked well. How about they have 9, 8 wins last season?
correct.
So
Um,
I love obviously some bias. Sean Payton is over there as a Saints fan, but love what they're doing in Denver, and I think this is a team to look out for. This will be the team to me that will get 10, 11 wins this upcoming 10 to 12 wins this upcoming season. But some of their new additions this year will definitely provide a spark for them in this team. So what do y'all think about the Denver Broncos and how this draft and free agency went this off season so far?
um, yeah, I think it's been great for him. I mean, they were number one in sacks last year, and they were third overall in points allowed for their defense, which is pretty good. Um, and then they just go out and get, you know, Dre Greenlaw,
Same.
Ufanga, both from the Niners, who were both really, really consistent. Before Dre Greenlaw got hurt, but still. And then like offensive wise, they go and get a tight end in Evan Ingram, who is honestly a solid piece for them.
Wide receiver, tight end type.
Exactly. Cortland Sutton's I think is a very underrated receiver, and he's been underrated for many years because he's just had a carousel of quarterbacks, kind of like DJ Moore. I'd like to say. Bo Nix, love the guy. Grew up watching him. Went to college when he was there, so I have a soft spot for him. Uh,
3,800 passing yards last year.
Yep. He was a monster. And he, I remember in the draft last year when everyone's like, oh, he's the most pro ready. And he's kind of proven it. And, like you said, Davion, there's not a whole lot they need to do to be good. I think it's just getting past the Chiefs is the biggest thing. But
Yeah.
they are prone for a really, really good season this year. And I'm really excited.
Yeah. Completely agree. I think Bo Nix to me was one of the most surprising quarterbacks of last season. I think he had a couple. He started off a little shaky, a little rocky, but then once he got past that hump of like week 4, like it was over. Like he became one of the top 3 rookie quarterbacks in the league at that point. Um,
Mhm.
and I think he was probably you would argue that he was second to Jalen Daniels. But regardless, like I've enjoyed watching this team. I think they have something that we haven't seen in a while, and that's like a good mesh of like youth when it comes to all around the field. Quarterback, like your prime positions. Your quarterback is young, your secondary is young, but they are looking to fight. Now you add in a veteran um safety back there that makes it so much better. But they're just this team is just they're right there. And Rhonda, what do you think? What are you thinking about this?
What I feel about the Broncos, I think they're pretty solid. I think they're going to have another at least positive season, if not better than last year. They not only went and got a bunch of good people, they still have a bunch of talent that they are developing. They drafted really well too. It's my special favorites, obviously the first round pick, Jade Barron. He's going to be awesome.
Paired up with Sertain, who won the Defensive Player of the Year last year, too. That's crazy.
Yep. Yep. And then I also like Harvey out of UCF, kind of an underrated running back, in my opinion. I honestly wasn't keeping up with the running back rooms. So he could be mainstream. Who knows? But I was really high on him coming out of the draft as well. Not only that, the Broncos have a balanced checkbook. Unlike some other teams, they went and got a bunch of people, drafted a bunch of good people, and they're set up for the future coming up as well.
Yeah.
Assuming that they can stay healthy and keep all their players. Like their top 3 players only account for up to 8.5% of their cap, which is their right tackle, who's the highest played player on the team.
Right. I will say one thing too I forgot to mention. Um like looking at their offense in general, their run game is going to be drastically improved because you have RJ Harvey, like you said, and then they did sign Dobbins in the free agency a couple weeks ago. I know that's not on here, but he was very productive with the Chargers, and you know, from going from Javonte Williams, who he had his moments, he was fine, but he just to me didn't do enough for this run defense or this run offense, and um, having those two guys that they have now, and then Bo Nix, who's a mobile QB on his own,
And
it
we
could
know
be
Sean
pretty
is good
crazy.
with running backs. And not to mention,
Hmm.
even though I'm kind of a little bit of a fan of the Chargers, I like watching them sometimes. They misused Dobbins pretty badly. He was not
In
able
what
to be
way?
fully productive with their run schemes, with their run schemes.
Fair. But I mean that's like, and that's odd because they are so run heavy of a team, the Chargers are. And like the Broncos, to me, I mean, I think they're going to be way more run heavy this year, but last year was kind of just like an air raid offense. Just hopefully someone's open. Um, but I mean, they should be really good. I would love to look at their schedule this upcoming season. Let me see. Okay.
They have a nice schedule.
Yeah, so they might be able to start fast
Let me look.
looking at this because they play a lot of young teams.
Beans.
So week 1 is against the Tennessee Titans.
To when?
Week
That's a
one.
win. Are we agreeing? Then they play the
Um,
Indianapolis Colts.
yeah.
When?
Then they play the
When?
Chargers.
Hmm.
Do we
I think
split
they
it?
split.
Okay, so we'll say 2-1. Then
Okay.
they play the Bengals Monday Night Football.
They win that game.
You were high on them. Okay, so we're at 3-1 to
Three and
start.
one.
Then they play Philly
Loss.
in Denver.
I think that's a loss.
Okay. Oh,
Uh,
sorry, in Philly. Excuse me.
I think out of the two of
in
those games, like they're
Philly.
gonna lose one and win one. I don't know which one it is, but
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
I'll go Philly. I'll give Philly the edge
I will
because
too.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Jets in London, week 6.
Yep, they're one of a few primetime games.
To win.
They have a few this year. I think
Yeah,
they have one, two,
they have five
four
primetime
total.
games.
5. Yes,
Five.
Christmas. I forgot that one.
Yeah,
Um,
Broncos touchdown favorites for that game.
Easy. Okay. Then they go and play the other New York team, the New York Giants, week
Another
7.
win.
Easy, even
Okay.
7.5 for that game.
Then they go down to the good old Texas and play the Cowboys.
Mm,
W.
trap game,
Give me a
Trap
win.
game. Ooh.
trap game.
Well, I
So
think
Davion, you were giving him the win. So were we at one loss already or
what
two
do you think? Out of
losses
these
so
two
far?
Texas games, or like Texas games, they're gonna get one loss.
Okay.
Now, is it
So
gonna
we
be
have
They're
a
four and a
Cowboys or
half
is it gonna
point
be
favorites on the
Texans?
Cowboys.
What about the Texans?
The
yeah,
Texans games
Texans
that the
is
following week.
yeah, week
Broncos
9.
1.5 point favorites.
I think they take a loss
Yeah,
there.
that makes sense. That yeah.
So
So
one,
So
beat
two,
Cowboys, lose Texans.
yeah. I
yes.
think
So
they
we have
have
Okay,
them. Okay. I'll keep going then.
three
Then
losses
Thursday.
right now. Three.
Yeah,
three.
that sounds right. So then they play the Raiders on Thursday Night Football.
We'll split with every team in the division. I think they'll split.
Okay. Chiefs week 11.
Mm,
Split again.
Chiefs are 1.5 point favorites. Give me the Broncos because the Chiefs should have lost last year too.
Okay. Then their bye week is week 12. Then
Right?
they go on to play the Commanders Sunday Night Football at
Oof.
Washington.
Give me the Commanders. I'm
I'll
higher on
give
the
the
Commanders than I
Commanders.
am the
Yeah,
Broncos.
I'm with you, Oronde. I think the Commanders just a better team overall. But
I agree.
how will Jaden Daniels be against that defense, though? That's the big question.
In his sophomore
He's
year,
got he's
sophomore
got
slump is
Philly.
bound to
He's got
happen.
one against Philly twice a year. He's used to it. Would
Um,
you? What do you think, Davion?
Yeah,
our
what do you think? Are you pulling for your boys in orange right here?
Well, here's the thing. You look at this. You got Washington that week.
Right.
Divisional game against the Raiders the next week, and then the Packers the following week.
They go two out of three in that stretch.
They can win all three of these.
They
They
can
can
win all
win all
three, but
three.
I believe more
Do
in
you
the
think they beat
Commanders
Green
for this
Bay
one.
like before they beat the Commanders?
I think they have a better chance against the Packers. I don't know. The Packers are like they're in a weird spot because they have really good coaching, but there's like a lot of question marks still with the roster because they're so young.
Yeah.
Like Matt LaFleur can easily get them to 8 to
And
10
just to
wins.
mention for that Packers game, the Broncos are only 1.5 point favorites as well. Same line as the Chiefs.
I'll say this: I think the Broncos are closer to the Packers than they are to the Commanders. So
You
I'll
think the Broncos are
sway you that
closer to
way.
the Packers than they are the Commanders? And
Correct. So I think I'll give Commanders the edge. Then I think they'll beat the Raiders,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think they beat the Packers.
you saying they go 3-0 in that stretch?
No, they go 2-1. They're gonna lose to the
One.
Commanders,
I agree.
and then Jacksonville Week 16. Is that a win? Is that a
That's
guarantee
a
win?
trap game I've ever seen.
It is. I think.
What who's hosting?
I mean, think about this. At that point,
It's
Jacksonville
in
are going to be
Denver.
looking at Jacksonville are going to be
Mm.
looking to secure a good draft pick, and the
You
Broncos
think
looking for a
so?
playoff spot.
I don't know. Y'all were pretty high on them in our other
Ooh,
video.
I like
The
it was
Jaguars.
mostly me.
that dummy was not me.
Okay. That's just rude.
My bad. That's on me.
Okay. Then you have the Chiefs on Christmas in Kansas City.
Loss.
So funny enough, the earlier game, Chiefs were only favorite 1.5. This game, they're favorite 4.5.
Yeah, it's Christmas.
Christmas in Kansas City. That's pretty tough. Yeah, I'll give the Chiefs the win there. Chargers to close out the season.
Easy W.
Easy
They
W.
split. I think they
Okay.
split with every team in the division. So that's 3 losses
Okay.
there.
Okay,
Philly.
so they lose to I'll count it up. So they lose to the Chargers, the Bengals. Are we
Whoa,
saying they lose to the Bengals?
no.
No? Okay. Then sorry, Chargers, Eagles, Texans,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Chiefs,
Raiders
Yep.
Commanders.
and the Raiders.
You think they lose to the Raiders
I
twice
don't. I think they split. I think they split
or
with every.
once?
I think they can sweep the Raiders.
I don't know.
They can sweep the Raiders, but the
Divisional
Raiders
games are so stupid. We
the
know
Raiders
this.
did get a lot better
Hmm.
offensively, I'll say. Okay. So
So
let's
we're
say
thinking 10.
I'm saying 6 losses
I'm
if
saying
we're splitting.
the
So
floor.
11-6.
I'm thinking the floor is 9 wins. The ceiling is 12.
Oh, like drastically better.
Yeah.
So they went
I don't
10
think
and
I don't
7
think it's too
last
ridiculous to
year.
say that.
I don't think so. Not what they've added. No, no shot.
So 2 more wins.
What
Okay.
were they at 9 last year?
They were at 10 and 7.
Oh, I wouldn't go guarantee.
Third in the
I
division,
definitely
mind you.
go or no, I wouldn't guarantee 2 more wins. I wouldn't say 12, but I'd definitely say 11.
Hmm.
10 or
Why not
11.
12?
I think 10 or 11. I don't know. I think some of these games are hard. Like
Okay, so the
Philly,
hardest ones to predict are going to be the Eagles, the
Bengals.
Commanders, the Packers, the Bengals.
Yeah,
I think those 4.
exactly.
You can throw. Did I say Houston already?
Yes.
No. You can
So
throw
5.
Houston and Dallas both in that conversation of being hard games because we don't know what Dallas team we're going to get yet.
Probably the same old, but okay.
Sure.
Okay. So we're saying 11 wins, so they get 1 more win than last year. And then their low is 8 or 9.
Their low is 8 or 9.
9.
9. I don't think they go below 9. I think that's yeah. No.
Okay. All right. They play Russell Wilson and Justin Fields this year. You think Russ gets his reunion? Yeah, against the Giants potentially.
Yeah.
God, that'd
No.
be awesome. Okay.
Well, Broncos fans, Let us know what you think. I'm sold on you guys, so don't let me look stupid, please. But regardless, Matt, Oronde, appreciate y'all for joining. Leave a like, follow, subscribe, and yeah, I'm looking forward to the Broncos having a good season.
Broncos country. Let's
Broncos.
ride.
Bye.